Welcome to this video, everyone. Sorry for the late update, but let's see what's going on with Hurricane Beryl and the rest of the tropics. So in the 7-day outlook we have Hurricane Beryl here, and that the Invest 96 out there. So we'll talk about it soon. Let's see what's going on with Hurricane Beryl first. So the latest update here, we have hurricane warnings for Jamaica that were issued last night. These hurricane warnings for parts of the Cayman Islands, they're recently issued now. We have a hurricane watch for southern Haiti there, and even the Dominican Republic, and a tropical storm warning there in southern Hispaniola. So, and if you can believe, this thing has strengthened to a category 5 last night, overnight. So let's see here the strength in the map. So you can see it turned into a category 5 overnight, and now it's still a category 5 with 161 miles per hour winds, but it's projected to weaken and make landfall right in southern Jamaica. There is a category 4 going into category 3 as it makes landfall. So very dangerous system. So I'll show you some satellite imagery from this morning too, and especially now because it was stronger this morning, but it's still a category 5. So you can see here a massive storm, very big eye there, just broke many records. The earliest category 5 hurricane in the Atlantic Basin since record keeping began. So it beat the record of Hurricane Emily in 2005 that formed on July, that turned to a Cat 5 on July 16th, and this on July 2nd. So just a record-breaking storm. So this is the latest intensity guidance. You can see category 5 it's now, and then the days are down here like 12 hours, 24 hours. So you can see there as it makes landfall in Jamaica around category 4 and category 3, and then later here. And then some tracks right over the Yucatan, and some even take this into northern Belize or further north in the Yucatan there. And some other here you can see through the Yucatan and very close to Belize. And most models are taking this very close to the US, because first it was trending towards Mexico, but now there are even some showing Louisiana there and other areas. So there's these tracks here you can see going right into the Yucatan and into southern Texas there. So we'll take a look at some more models, and the official track has as a hurricane in the Yucatan and going to tropical storm in the Gulf there. So just a very impressive storm there. Let's see what else we have here. So the tropical storm force winds probabilities, more than 100% chance in all of Jamaica there, even a slight 5% chance in Cuba, in the southern Dominican Republic and Haiti, around 90% and 80%, and there in the Yucatan more probabilities. So let's see here the arrival time. So it says by it's already affecting like southern Dominican Republic there, but you affect more southern Haiti by 8 p.m. and will make landfall tomorrow in Jamaica around 7 a.m. because here it shows 8 a.m. but this will be alright like almost over the island. So Jamaica will start feeling the impacts a little bit earlier, around 7 or 6 a.m. But it can always go behind schedule a little bit, like it happened there. So So just keep in mind and hunker down tonight. Find us a very safe place to stay, and please stay safe tomorrow. Don't go out into to do things. Stay hunkered down at home and don't do dangerous things, because this is a very big storm. So let's see the key messages. Barrow's forecast to remain a powerful hurricane as it moves through the Caribbean Sea this week. A hurricane warning is in effect for Jamaica, when hurricane conditions are expected on Wednesday. Tropical storm warning also in effect for the southern coast of Hispaniola. And ignore this, they say hurricane watch for the Cayman Islands, but as I showed you there, it's already a hurricane warning for the Cayman Islands that they just updated. So let's see. Heavy rainfall, flash flooding are likely over much of Jamaica and southern Hispaniola through late Wednesday. So interesting, Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula, Cuba and southwestern Gulf of Mexico should monitor the progress of Beryl. Additional warnings, yeah. So let's see the rainfall estimates. So that they say like potentially 12 plus inches locally there and near the coast of Haiti too, and 8 plus inches locally and 6 plus in parts of the Dominican Republic. They have a bunch of warnings there, especially in the southernmost areas. And let's see, Puerto Rico still some, and as it goes through the Cayman Islands and Yucatan. So let's see here in Spanish too. So for the people in Haiti and the other areas, se pronostica que Beryl permanezca poderoso huracán a medida que se mueva a través del mar Caribe. Más tarde esta semana, un aviso de huracán está efecto para Jamaica, donde se esperan condiciones de huracán el miércoles. Un aviso de tormenta tropical también está en efecto a la costa sur de Hispaniola. Y hay avisos de huracán en las Islas Cayman también, y un breve advertencia de huracán a la costa sur de Haití. Y miramos, son probables lluvias fuertes y inundaciones repentinas sobre gran parte de Jamaica y sur de Española hasta miércoles por la noche. Entre estes en Belize y península de Yucatán y Cuba y sureste del Golfo de México también deben monitorar este sistema. Y entonces en Jamaica también va a haber vientos muy fuertes con este sistema y puede causar inundaciones costeras así y ondas muy violentas y grandes. Entonces precauciones también con objetos y con vientos así. So let's see here. And as I was saying in Spanish, this won't only be the rainfall. There'll be very strong, dangerous winds passing over Jamaica on Wednesday too. So be aware with coastal flooding, storm surge, and damaging winds. So let's see what else here. We can check some models now if you want. So the GFS has the hurricane there passing over Jamaica, making landfall in the Yucatan, and then going into northeastern Mexico and southern Texas there. And it has this quite strong, so I don't necessarily trust the strength on that, but I guess we'll see. But most models are trending like just a tropical storm possible in southern Texas, but you never know. Let's see the Euro. So there's the hurricane there. It passes by the Yucatan, and this model doesn't go out further. Let's see the 0Z. So let's see. It passes over the Yucatan, and the Euro has this heading totally into Mexico there, so it doesn't have it going to Texas. But I guess we'll see, because Many other models are showing it going potentially into southern Texas. So this is the Canadian. It passes over the Yucatan and goes right in northern Mexico and almost to Texas there, but not quite. More in northern Mexico there. But let's see the Nevgen, the hurricane there, and then it passes through the Yucatan and goes more into southern Texas and southeastern Texas. So the Nevgen is quite strong with this and takes it into Texas there. So yeah, let's see the icon. It has the hurricane there passing over the northern Yucatan. So this can go like through the northern central Yucatan, or it can go a little bit further south into northern Belize too. So we'll keep monitoring where this goes, but the most likely possibility will be like in the central northern Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico there. But if you are in northern Belize, definitely keep an eye on this. But it's forecast to make landfall as a hurricane there in the Yucatan. So be aware in those areas. And then the icon has this there, and it keeps going and goes into Texas and Louisiana. So the icon actually has this going to Texas and Louisiana. So the models aren't in much agreement yet, but we'll have to see what happens. That is still far out there. But what we know is the landfall in Jamaica and the Yucatan. You should be prepared already in Jamaica and preparing the Yucatan, but the rest we don't know much yet. But let's see some other stuff. Wait, maybe some models here. For this, first the Euro ensemble here. Let's put this to 174 hours. So it has it passed over Jamaica there. Most members take like towards Mexico, but there are a lot showing like Louisiana and Texas too. So let's see the GEFS. So it has the hurricane there, passing more south there into Jamaica, and some models like end this hurricane part to Central America and the Yucatan, but that's very not likely because you saw the track going into the Gulf of Mexico. But generally the models that go north take this into Texas, northeastern Mexico. So be aware. Let's see some rainfall now. Wait, let's see if I can go back here. Good, so wait. Here. So first the GFS, this is in the next 48 hours. So let's just put a little bit further. So here, so it has a lot of rainfall in Hispaniola, especially the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. It has even more rain in the Caribbean there, the next 48 hours. A lot in Central America, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, so be careful there too. But take a look at Jamaica there. A lot of heavy rain. Some very high totals there, up to I think that this is in inches, yes, up to 10 inches in some areas. So especially it shows more like eastern Jamaica and those areas. So please be careful. Let's see what the Euro has in the next 60 hours. So this is until Friday. For Central America, it has a lot in some areas too. North and South America, in the Caribbean islands, a little bit more rain too. Puerto Rico, especially the Dominican Republic, southern Haiti, but take a look at Jamaica there. It has some similar amounts, around 10, 11 inches there for parts of Jamaica. Not like 11, but shows like 9 and 10 inches there, especially like eastern Jamaica. So, but there'll be heavy rain in all of the islands, so be careful. Southern Cuba shows a little bit in some other areas, and even more rain in Florida there until Friday. So let's see in Central America, more heavy parts of Mexico. And the icon here, let's see. So this is until Friday too. It has like 9 inches and 8 inches in most of Jamaica. In some areas with 10 inches, like in southeastern Jamaica there. So that's a lot of rain. Please stay safe. Shows more in the Caribbean too, in Central America, Mexico, and other areas. So please be careful. In this site here for Puerto Rico, from the National Weather Service, you can see some rain affecting the island and thunderstorms from the nearby rain bands, and some marine hazards here and coastal hazards you should be aware of. The hurricane, but this is mainly a marine threat, because take a look at the rip current risk. Because of all the swells from Hurricane Beryl, this is like a category 5 hurricane, makes like huge swells affecting almost all the islands in the Caribbean there. So please be careful with these rip currents. Yeah, and the current hazards here, and even high surf advisory, and the hurricane warning far out to sea there. So let's see here, like some other waves here. So you can see the extremely large waves there, and more swells affecting Puerto Rico. You should be aware in the Dominican Republic too, especially tonight through tomorrow. Some very large waves there, and potentially big rip currents and stuff. And today already, you should be aware. Still a big wave or two there, the Virgin Islands too. And let's see how this goes. And all those gigantic waves affecting Jamaica when this makes landfall. So let's see, right when it's approaching, the waves will be the largest, more than 8 meters. And this is the European model, so it's a little lower on the strength than the storm actually is. So I think these waves will be higher than this, because the Euro is like a little bit lower on the strength. So be aware, these waves might be higher and cause a lot of coastal flooding in flood-prone areas, and some deadly swells and rip currents. So be careful with your boats too. Stay at dock, hunker up. This is a major hurricane. Like, hunker up very, very strong and go yourself to a safe shelter. Because I don't recommend you staying inside a boat or a ship inside a hurricane. So hunker up and go to a safe shelter. So let's see. Here are some more rainfall maps in the next 5 days. It shows like, this is in inches here. Let's see millimeters. So it shows like more than 155 millimeters, 168, and then it kind of weakens there a little bit, but it shows some higher in the ocean there and near the Cayman Islands. So once this gets to Mexico, there will be more rain too in the Yucatan, more than 130 millimeters and 200 in some areas. So if you're watching from the Yucatan, please have some preparations there too, and be careful with the wind and flooding when this arrives. The same thing for the Cayman Islands. So let's see here. What else? In the Dominican Republic and southern Haiti, a lot too. Let's see. Some wind gusts, and let's see. There, the hurricane. Very hurricane force catastrophic winds, and then it weakens a little bit there. It goes into the Yucatan, but very dangerous conditions in Jamaica. So please be careful there. And southern Haiti too, getting some very strong winds. Dominican Republic. So let's see here. What else? The rainfall from the GFS, if you wanna see, for Jamaica there around 184 millimeters. It has it further north in the Yucatan, and for the rest of the Caribbean, it has more in Central America, some heavy rains, some more in Mexico, depending on the area, Florida, some showers in the Bahamas, and more rain there in the Eastern Caribbean. So let's see. So please be careful with this hurricane. Take shelter in a safe place, hunker down, and now let's see some more things for the tropics. Let's see the wind history, if you're interested, from this hurricane, and let's see the hurricane force winds probabilities that they have. So for Jamaica, it's still around like 60 or 70% there, but this will increase, of course. There will be hurricane force winds over the island there, so this will increase, I think, but very dangerous hurricane winds there. And then there's the 50 knot wind probability, also very high for Jamaica, going into the Yucatan and southern Hispaniola there. So let's see here some other things. So first, for this other area in the Atlantic here, so let's see, east of the Windward Islands, shower and thunderstorm activity has diminished and become less organized since yesterday in association with a tropical wave located 700 miles east-southeast of the Windward Islands. Environmental conditions are only marginally conducive for development of this system, while it moves generally westward at 15-20 miles per hour across the western tropical Atlantic and eastern Caribbean Sea. Regardless of development, some gusty winds and locally heavy rain is possible as this system crosses the Lesser Antilles through midweek, so be aware. So it's only 10 and 20% chance of development there, because of all of the dry air and everything. So, and in the Eastern Pacific, we have still this area here. So let's see. Offshore the southern coast of Mexico, a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms located a few hundred miles offshore the coast of southern Mexico is associated with a broad area of low pressure. Environmental conditions could support some gradual development of this system. A tropical depression could form during the next couple of days, while it moves northward and northwestward about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and a tropical depression could form, I said it, remaining offshore the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. So they have it at 40 and 50% there. So be aware. We'll show you some models in a minute there. So let's see what else is here. This is the global tropics map. They removed there from the Atlantic because after Beryl goes away, we are entering a quieter period because of the Madden Julian isolation and all the dry air. but it will kick back up again in the end of July. But for the Eastern Pacific, they have an area of potential development there in the week 3. So, and also in the Western Pacific and the Philippines there, it shows potential stuff. So let's see here something interesting here. So this is the forecasted favorable environment for tropical development and rain and stuff. So it's forecast to become very unfavorable there in the Atlantic, and until about like mid to late July. So like in late July, this favorable area starts arriving again, and then later by early August, especially. Take a look at this at early August. A lot of favorable environment there. So we could have some trouble there in late July and early August, but that's far out. Let's focus on surviving Hurricane Beryl now. And then it has also favorable environment over Africa that might support the tropical waves there. So let's see what else we have here. So for the Eastern Pacific, let's see. This is the Euro. It has the rain there, almost trying to form a low pressure, maybe for a short time there, but not really forming into anything. And then the GFS, let's see. It has potentially a low pressure forming there, but dissipating very quickly, and then maybe something else trying to form by July 13th there. But yeah, not much from this system now. So it also has the Hurricane Beryl there, potentially going to Texas and Mexico. And let's see here. There's this AI model here, so it shows maybe something trying to form there, but not really making it. A Hurricane Beryl there in the Yucatan, going to Mexico. So, and then there's this other model here. Let's see. Wait, so here. This is old. It doesn't go very far out, but it has Hurricane Beryl there, and something trying to form in the Pacific, but not really. So let's see. The earlier recommissions to Hurricane Beryl, we had some really low pressures there, and I was watching they monitoring this hurricane live this morning, and someone said it went down to 927 millibars there. Very crazy stuff. And there were like some gusts and stuff of almost 190 miles per hour. So pretty crazy hurricane. There were lots of lightning around the eye too. So very crazy. So in summary, please stay safe in Jamaica, in southern Hispaniola, and the Yucatan, and please stay safe in Jamaica, especially. This is a very dangerous storm. Please stay safe. And this is it, I think. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.